this is Pete the Tech Guy, and this is the latest of our subscriber-only commentaries. If you're watching the Tease right now and you want to see the entire commentary, go to thetechguyblog.com. That's DATECHGUIblog.com. Hit the tip jar for any amount, and I will send you the link to this week's full commentary. If you hit subscribe for any amount, then I will give you the commentaries and send you the links before they come out on the website every single week. Today I'm standing at Belanger's Hardware, which has been here for 67 years, and I'm going to talk a little bit about incentives. Like I talked about this last week, but we're going to talk a little bit more about it this week. Incentives. Now, Belanger's Hardware is a survivor. They've been here 67 years, and they're kind of, how do I say this? Some businesses need incentives to survive. Belanger's Hardware, because they do a good job, because Bob knows what he's doing and has been working here forever, doesn't need as much of the incentives. But most of the time, when you want something to happen, you want incentives. And we talked about this last week. If you make a good incentive for a business comes. And it's a multiplier effect. The multiplier effect is really what this is all about in terms of incentives and such. If it's a good environment for a business, the business opens up, the business thrives. Now, when the business thrives, they employ people. When they employ people, those people have money to buy things. That money to buy things feeds other businesses. For example, you've got contractors who come in and buy supplies. All this morning while I've been here, people have been coming in buying supplies, and they've been contractors buying supplies for other work. So when you do some contract work, the contractor goes out, they buy the stuff at the hardware store, that's work for them, work for this other person. Bob spends the money on whatever he's spending it on and on his employees and so forth. It multiplies. That's why you'll have states put out all these incentives and such, because of the multiplier effect. Multiplying, multiplying, multiplying prosperity. That's why red states keep growing. The more businesses come, the more people are employed, the more money they get in wages, the more taxes get paid, the more and it just builds up on and on and on. That's how the multiplier effect works. But the multiplier effect doesn't just work for good things, it can work for bad things. And that's what the IRS scandal is really all about. Let me explain.